Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the Friday night Onward conference call. I see a bunch of you jumping on here. I'm trying to get rid of my little beads there so I can see you. So welcome. If this is your first time, welcome to our call. Hopefully you have heard about our Onward group. Oh, my doggy wants to go by. Go ahead, Kane. Go ahead. Go, Kane. Lee, can you help him? No, you can't. Hey, towards you. Just call him. Hold on, doggy issues. Kane, go. Go see him. Go see Daddy. Go. There you go. Let him go there. Okay. Kane, why are you always messing stuff up? OMG. Okay. So hopefully you're part of our Onward group. If not, I'm sure a bunch of people can direct you to where it is. Lots of people on here. I see Leslie, I see Peggy, I see Stephanie and Autumn Lugo, Sharon Anderson, so many of you. So thank you. Friday night and you're here with me. Boy, doesn't that say a lot. Either you don't really have anything to do tonight, or maybe you just do definitely want to listen to see what's going on. So let's do the good stuff first. Everybody knows that when they join my live stream and then you share it, that you are entered into a drawing. And I try to have different stuff every time. Maybe you'll win one time, Lee. Yeah, maybe Lee will win. You know, I don't know. He's not that lucky. He got me, right? He got me. So last week we showed the Avon visor that a lot of you see Tim Brown wearing all the time, and of course a view from the top, volume 2, and I will sign that and get that out to the winners. Let me say something before you start sharing it for this week, if you choose to share it. Lots of you are sharing these to your groups, and some of your pages are private, and some of your Facebooks are private, which means if you share it, I can't see that you shared it. It just tells me the 238 people shared it, but I don't know which 238. So when you share it underneath this live stream, you must put shared so I see that you shared it, okay? Because otherwise you don't get in the drawing for the fabulous stuff that I'm going to be giving away. And I get to tell you, tonight is special, but before I get to those, let's talk about who earned the visor, okay? So we drew, and Miss Marion Hopkins Mercer got the visor, got the hat. So I don't know if Marion is on. If Marion is not on live, somebody tag Marion, because if she doesn't get back to me, guess what? It goes back into the vault and comes out a different time. And the book, you're never going to believe who daggone got the book. I had to laugh. Do you know who got the book? My buddy, Tim Brown. Tim Brown, I don't know if you're on the call tonight either, but Tim Brown, you have a copy of this book coming to you. What you have to let me know is, one, I don't know if you already have it. Do you want it personalized to you? Do you want me to do it so you can give it to a team member? So somebody tag Tim Brown, because I know everybody knows Tim Brown, and let him know that, yes, he absolutely got this. Tim Brown, I got your name on this book, dude, okay? So, yes. So congratulations, okay? Now, I went into the vault, the Molly Avon vault, and got 3 things because I couldn't decide what I wanted to give away. And these are really cool. Okay, so I think y'all are going to want them, okay, because I haven't seen these in a long time. So I thought, I'm always talking to y'all about advertising your business, right? I'm always saying, how do people know what you're doing unless you put a business card and you staple it to your head or something, right? You all know that when I sell the view from the top to representatives, there's always a little business bundle in there with stickers and well, I don't have any with me right now, but normally I have like buttons that say something about Avon or bug spray or something to help you advertise what you're doing. But in this case, y'all know, y'all have seen my Frankie, right? That has the signs all over the cars, right? Everybody knows I'm the Avon lady. I don't even got to tell them. I drive up in the Avon mobile and everybody knows it's me, okay? So, although it doesn't have your number and all on it, and you know, look, I get it. Some of your husbands at first, they're all like weird, right? You know, I don't want nothing with the company on there. I have to drive it around. And it says, Avon, you can't take up all the windows. It's not safe. Do you hear them say that? It's not safe. I know. I feel your pain. Okay. It's all good. Look, it was bad enough that I put cool Mr. Bibb in a Toyota Sienna minivan. I mean, boy, that went from him doing the four-wheel truck to driving with that. But then I put signs all over it that say, you know what? Do you want to join my team? Do you want to buy some Avon for me? I got you covered. Yeah, now he love it. You know, now he love it because I take him on trips and stuff. So it's awesome now. So we're going to start small for you, right? So look at this. This has got Avon, and this goes right on the glass. Hubby should have no problem with it. It peel off easy. So we have Avon with a little heart. But hey, look at this one. This is my fave. Look at this. This says Avon Rep. This vehicle makes sudden stops. Oh, you know. Deliveries. Oh, you know. Like Avon Rep. Yes, this vehicle makes sudden stops. So these are two of the things that somebody, if you're watching the following week and I call your name. Now, look, you could be watching this on a replay right now. That's okay. Share it. But when you share it, you need to say that you share it right underneath this feed, okay? Because I couldn't believe I only found like 171 people who shared this, but it said it was much more than that. So, you know, I get that you got privacy stuff and all Facebook, but I need to know if you did, so make sure you do it. Now, here comes the grand vault gift, okay? I forgot I had this. And you know I'm only doing this because I have more than one, because if this was my only one, I'm sorry. I'm stingy, greedy, and everything. And Kane, what do you want to go lay down? My dog is having a fit tonight. Kane, go. Thank you. Go see Ann. Go see Ann. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about what this vault gift is, okay? Because this is pretty awesome. In 2006, 2006, I had only been with the company about 2 years. 2 years. I was just a young newbie, right? You know, I mean, I had made President's Club, but I was still learning. And Avon had this great idea. And remember, this was old Avon, not new Avon, but still a great idea. And they came out with a magazine that was all about Avon, and it was all about different representatives sharing and what our company stood for and what our company was doing. And they named it empowering, I can't even say the word tonight. You think I've been drinking, right? I ain't even talking. Empowering women, okay? Do you all remember this for the autumn? You all should remember this. Yes. Now, this is what's really cool. Do you see this lady right over here? Pam Heller. She is our current and reigning Woman of Enterprise. This year, she was crowned with that prestigious award. Pam Heller, here she was all these years ago, right? Just a representative, just trying to get her way to the top. And she was featured. And then you see the lady in the middle right there. Who recognizes that? That is the Donna Reed Mitchell. Woman of Enterprise too, okay? Are you seeing a pattern here? But let's be clear. They were not Women of Enterprises yet, okay? They were building their business. And I love this. Let me tell you what the really cool thing is here. Okay, I got to show you. Guess who else is in this? Lisa freaking Wilbur. But her ex is in there. Bibb, I don't even know if she knows that. But look at that. Our Lisa freaking Wilbur is in this. You can read more about her. I went through this. I was like dying. There's also some inspiration. Look at the beautiful Pam Heller. Look at her. Is she not gorgeous? There she is. And there's her daughter. Does everybody know Jessica and her husband, John? Jessica now top seller, top leader in this company. OMG, absolutely amazing. And hold on, I'm not done because y'all gonna not believe it. Okay. Who recognizes this beautiful lady? Does that maybe look like JP's mom? And how about this? How about JP? JP? Look at you. You talk about it. He's going to kill me because I'm showing this. I know he is, but I could not tell him. JP, if you was on here, baby, your mama, and they were sharing her story, and it says here that Lou Stella enjoyed an autumn walk with her sons. JP, you never took a walk with me. JP, I'm supposed to be your adopted mama. How come you not take a walk with me? I'm a little jealous, JP, okay? Just a little jealous. Anyways, it has amazing words about our and look, this is a keepsake. This is a keepsake. I mean, the things that are in here, the information that is in here, but this right here, this is going to one person. I don't know who, but if you own it, you've got to share this live stream. And it doesn't matter if you're watching the replay, you still have to share this if you want this or one of the stickers, okay? So love that. So let's get that out of the way. That's all. But it was an autumn walk. Autumn, you were so fun. Autumn, I've walked with you. Do we really want to go here? You put me in a little pink tent, okay, without alcohol. Just saying. Okay. So we're just going to leave that right there. Who else do we have? Karen. Hi, Karen. Andrew. Looking cute. Oh, looking cute, huh? Oh, well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. So if you look, this magazine, it's fabulous. I'm finding all kinds of stuff in my Avon vault. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had all this stuff. So it's amazing to me. My team, of course, is going to get quite a bit of this, but I thought I could share it. I can share it with my peeps. I can do that. So let's get to the call. Let's get to the call. As you can tell, I did not put the call up until today. I was struggling. I was struggling with what did I want to talk about? You know, what is it that they could use? Normally, somewhere in the week, something is normally speaking to me. And this week, I've had a whole lot speaking to me. You know, I had our leader Zoom call, and we were talking to the leaders, and I really needed something for them. And I went back today because I told them that I was rereading a book that I had read earlier, actually probably 2 years earlier. And I'm really trying to educate myself. Now, don't be fooled. I don't just mean in business. I mean, I'm trying to educate myself in life. At almost 55 years old, I'm finding there's still a whole lot I don't need. I just don't know. And I realize too, though, that it is a gift to realize that you don't know everything. It is a gift to say, you know, for somebody to be in this business and say, oh yeah, I know it all. I know everything. Oh, no. I don't care who you are. There's always something to learn, whether it's in life or whether it's in business. And a lot of my leaders had gotten back to me after we had our leader call and said, man, it was just really good. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing this and that. And our leader calls, I know you all watch a lot of my training calls, my sales Zooms. I share all of that on my YouTubes. But my leader calls, I don't, you know, because sometimes we get kind of serious and personal and try to figure out what's holding us back, that kind of thing. And of course, I've been sharing a whole lot with my team about what I felt like has kind of been holding me back the last couple of years. And I know that you think, oh, Molly's got to have it together all the time. Obviously, my acting skills are really, really good, okay? Because I don't have it together all the time. And sometimes I've got to, you know, take a step back or stop in my steps and say, what are you going to do, Molly? You know, this isn't going right. That's not going right. There's something else that I need done in my business and in my life. And lately, that has been where I've been at. The past year has been a struggle in both life and in business. And yes, like I preach, you just keep going. But sometimes you have to recognize what is going on and maybe what needs to be changed, what needs to be fixed, and what is normal in this business and what is maybe not normal. I got to tell you, I think it's all normal. I think if you're going through it, I think it's normal. That's what I think. What I don't think is normal is how we deal with it sometimes. So one of my mentors, just in life and in business too, because thank you, Avon. Avon brought this person into my life, and I have been following him ever since, and I think I have everything that he has ever written. And he is the type of writer that sometimes when you read something, you go, okay, that was really good, and then kind of like you move on to the next thing. In this case, it's like I can't get enough. And every time I go back and read something of his, it's like I get something else from it. And that's what I did. So if you want to know who I'm talking about Mr. Darren Hardy. Many of you love him. Avon brought him into one of our leadership conferences a few years ago. And he came out with a new book about 2 years ago called The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. And I signed up for it and everything that went with it. And I got to honestly say, I don't think anything has touched my life as far as business and life. Because you know what? I don't think that I've ever had a problem in one area without having some sort of problem in the other area. You all hear me say, if you've watched my videos, if you're watching my live streams, if you read my Facebook posts, my Instagram, whatever it may be, I believe that you need to try to have balance in both. There are people who say, you know what, I really want to have a successful business, but they don't really care about how their life is. They don't care that their kids are off the hook, that, you know, their life walks all over them. The fact that there is discord, that they are having issues with themselves, that they sometimes struggle with your own confidence, and you can say, well, business is supposed to help with that. It does, but you've got to work on it. And it's okay to address your shortcomings. So when I was with my team the other night, I read them this little passage, and I want to read it to you. It'll only take me a couple of minutes, and then I want to talk about it if that's okay with you. And if it's not okay, I'm still going to do it because it's my call. I get to do it. There you go. Okay, so this is what Mr. Darren says. And this was said to Darren by his dad. So listen to this. If you're going to get better, you have to push yourself. If you push yourself, you're going to fall. If you're not falling, you're not pushing. Falling is part of getting better. Falling, he said, is good for you. Learning to accept rejection and to face getting knocked down isn't just about growing a tough skin. You've heard that, you know, mom and dad saying, you know what, you just need to develop thicker skin, right? And I'm like, well, dag, I should be callous all over then if that's the case, okay? But he says it's not just that. He says getting knocked down also makes you stronger and better. It's good for you. He said one of my earliest introductions to this lesson was on the ski slopes. My dad taught me to snow ski when I was 6 years old. By the time I was 8, I was skiing on my own. Once at the end of a full ski day, I ran up to my dad with a huge smile and promptly announced, Dad, I didn't fall down one time. He looked at me flatly and said, well then, you didn't get any better. What? That definitely wasn't the response I was hoping for, that I expected, but that's what I got. Seeing the bewildered look on my face, my dad elaborated. Look, if you're going to get better, son, you have to push yourself. If you push yourself, you're going to fall. If you're not falling, you're not pushing. Falling is part of getting better. He said, I owe so much of my success to my dad and this philosophy. He taught me that it was not only okay to fail, but that it was an important part of the process. It was proof you were stretching and growing past your previous limits. It was confirmation that you were improving. As a result, I never saw setbacks, obstacles, rejection, or even pain as things to avoid. Rather, they were improvement markers on the journey towards greatness. They were events to be appreciated and even celebrated. Man, if that didn't confirm my life, I don't know what did. Here's what I see a lot of. I see a lot of people who, once they feel that something isn't going to go right, they hold back. They hold back. Now, I shared with you all, I believe it was just this past week or last week, about Avon Customer Appreciation Day and attracting customers, lots of them in one location. That it was great for business. It was great for your time management. And today, I believe, I put that up on the YouTube today. So I think I put it in the Onward group, but if I didn't, go to my YouTube channel. You can watch that. I shared what I did with this. I shared how I built my customer base with this. The other thing I shared is the fact that sometimes you're going to get people who aren't interested. Sometimes fear sets in because you don't want to take the first step. You don't want to turn the doorknob of the first door. Your heart is beating fast. You're perspiring. You're trying to get your words straight. Oh, I know Molly said don't say a lot. I know Molly said it's just supposed to be a couple of minutes, but oh my gosh, what happens if they say something different than what Molly says they're going to do? What's going to happen? You're not going to die. I promise. You're not going to keel over. But I will promise you that each time that you do something that makes you uncomfortable in this business, I do promise you that you are going to get stronger. And even if you walk out without a business card, without a new customer, without anybody taking the samples that you're offering, which is very unlikely, but let's say it happens, you are going to walk away stronger from that. And you are going to actually learn from something maybe that you just did that you should change. Here's the bad stuff. When you do it and you completely become defeated and then you just quit. You're just done. This doesn't work. Oh my gosh, the first office I went into, look what happened. Look what, I mean, you know, this probably is just not for me. I knew this wasn't my mojo. I was uncomfortable with it. You're just sitting there talking yourself out of it. Oh, I don't have anybody. My upline's not available to do this event with me. And I've never done an event and I don't know what to do. And I don't know what products to have or what not to have. I'm just so stressed. But you're stressed because you're stressing yourself. And you're stressed because you're so scared that you could fail, that you might do something wrong. Your growth comes from doing things wrong. It would be very easy indeed, just to do everything right and get it right and make lots of money and everything would be perfect. It's like getting married and never having an argument. It's like, you know, going to work and just catching on to something automatically. And, you know, everybody thinks you just wonderful. You're just wonderful because you're so smart and you never had to ask something twice. That is a fairy tale, people. That is a freaking fairy tale. I can think of so many things in my life that I learned something new. I learned something that stayed with me because it was a bad outcome. Sometimes I learned what I didn't want to do next time. Sometimes I learned what I should do later on. Sometimes I realized I was probably talking too much. I said not to say a lot. And what did I do? I went in there, blah, 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 and I should have just done this. Could have been that. The more you do something, the better you're going to get at it. I also talked about on our sales call with my team, and even in my new rep calls, if you watch the one that we just did this week, we talked about using things that our company gives us right now. Things like the new tab, Campaign Insider, which is absolutely fabulous, where they give us the video that Michael Senstack and them do, and they're talking about products that we have. But to me, as great as that is, I can't take that out, really, that video, and just like, here, sit here and watch this with me. That doesn't work all the time. But what they do is each campaign, they preview 3 different products. Maybe it's one of the products from the Aspira line. Maybe it's the fact that it's the candles. And maybe it's the new product. One product, not one brand, one product. And they show you everything about that product, everything you need to know in order to share that product. And one thing, it had always been there. But I was even being lax by sharing that kind of stuff with my team. And we were going through and we were looking at, for instance, in campaign 10 that we're in right now, the eye lift. It is such a great product. It is a fabulous product. I mean, look at my eyes. I use it twice a day, okay? Believe me, I was the girl with the dry eyelids and, horrible circles. And Puffy, believe me, 55 was looking like 68, okay? Not so long ago, thank you very much. But it was easy, and I had to learn, what would it do? How would it help me? What could I tell other people who were looking for a product that helped their eyes? Everything that they give us is right there. But what they give us does us no good if we don't take that information and we don't learn about it so we know exactly what to share with people. You notice that you don't hear me say sell a whole lot because I don't like sellers. Don't want anybody to sell me anything. But boy, do I like it when somebody shares something with me that they love. I was with a customer today. You all have heard me talk about her, Miss Nina. Way down in the country, in Goatman country. Y'all have heard the stories when I tell you in the Onward group. And I was down there and I was talking to Miss Nina, and she had a young lady who was taking her places to get some errands and stuff done. And, and let me tell you something, Miss Nina's order was $211 this campaign. I mean, Miss Nina, she loves some Avon, okay? She loves some Avon. But what's crazy about this is she will ask me, what is great in the book this time? Now, look, she loves the clothes. She loves the fashion. She loves the home stuff. She's crazy about that. She is a jewelry fanatic, right? But Miss Nina, who, by the way, is going to be 77, okay? She is all. So I told her in giving her the campaign 10 brochure, I said, Miss Nina, I don't think you've ever used the eye lift. Now, I know you are using the platinum moisturizer, the day and night, but I have to tell you, this eye lift, this is an amazing product. And then she says to me, you see this stuff here, this puffy stuff here? I mean, is that just my skin sagging or what is it? And I said, Miss Nina, I got to tell you, you're going to love this. Did I tell you that it was a dual treatment? Did I tell you that they have this awesome gel that you put on the top of your eyes that helps? And then they have the cream that goes on the bottom. It's so easy to use, but it will help these problems that you're talking about. And I said, the best deal? It's on sale. It's on sale. So she looking at her friend saying, well, do you want one? Because I buy you one too. You want? I'm like, oh my gosh, doesn't everybody need customers like Miss Nina? I mean, she's like, if it's so good, we need everybody to use it. I thought, man, I love sharing when I know something. But if I hadn't been sharing that with my team, would I really have known everything that I needed to know about that product? I mean, think about it. Are you ready for questions, one product at a time? You know what? I've been doing this. In 2 days, I will have been with Avon for 14 years. 14-year anniversary. I cannot even believe it. But I'm still learning about the products. And it's not that Avon is bringing them on like they used to. It felt like for a while we had a new product coming on it felt like every 4 campaigns we had a new product. But I started telling myself I needed to educate myself on what could people possibly ask me. So the first place I started is with Campaign Insider. I hit that tab and I want to know, what has new Avon, what do they think is important for me to know? And it's based on the campaign brochure that's coming out. And right now, I think they have 10, 11, and 12 up there. And I want to know. I want to know what the difference in the bug sprays are when they come out in campaign 12. I want to know, what are the benefits? Are there any cons to this? I want to know everything I can know so that I can share it with people. You just think that people just know your handle book. Oh, they love Avon. Here's the brochure. Call me if you need something. Save me some. Guys, you got to do things differently. If you feel like you're failing in customer follow-up, here's a tip. Follow up. Do it. Quit talking about what you need to do and do it. How many times you going to fail at the same thing? Seriously, I mean, how many times are you going to fail? You got no excuse if you keep failing at something that you're not trying to fix, that you're not trying to get better, and you'll never get better if you don't keep at it. You will never. The number, the leaders, a couple of the leaders were kind of down because, we have people in this business who come in and they really think this is the business for them. They really think they want to be business owners, and they end up walking away. Okay, I'm sorry. Why don't you ask the local gas station how many people came in there because they thought they wanted to be a cashier and they walked away because they realized they really didn't want to count money. Thank you very much. Or maybe they didn't want to make those subs in the back. It wasn't for them. Many times, people will walk away because, one, it may not really be for them. They thought they wanted to be a business owner, but maybe they don't. Two, they're not disciplined enough, and I don't care what you say, this takes some discipline. It takes personal responsibility because nobody is just bringing you the business. You have got to be willing to do what needs to be done to follow up and to grow your business. Many people have decided they don't want to get on the roller coaster of business. They want to say they're an Avon rep. They want to yip, hooray, yeah, I am. And then they want to complain about how real the struggle is. But the struggle is they're in their own way. The struggle is that you just keep getting in your own way. If you would just step to the side and let what you know come through. If you would step to the side and say, I'm getting away from my fear today, and I want something more than I want to be fearful of it. My one-on-ones with my team lately have consisted with a heck of a lot of honesty, which they don't always like. But not just what goals do they want, but what are they willing to do to reach those goals? That's a hard one. Because when I say that'll get you there in about 5 years, do you want to wait that long? No, I want this like in the next year. I want to be at this title. Well, what are you going to sacrifice to get yourself there? We're not talking about grandma's Avon here, where you just gonna carry a little bag and they gonna see what you got. You're gonna give a little bit of sample, but you're gonna build an empire. You cannot tell me you want to build something that will sustain your life or the life that you want, the life you're dreaming of, but you don't want to do the work or make the sacrifice that it requires. And it does require sacrifice if you truly want to be a serious business owner. Are you, I was talking to one of our team members who, she set a goal. She said she wanted $1,200 orders every campaign. And, and I'm listening to her with Lee. She's talking to Lee about this, and I find myself shaking my head like that's not going to happen. One, because I know she doesn't have enough customers to sustain that unless she's holding people hostage, and she's going to make them all buy from her at gunpoint. It's not because it's not a good goal. And it's okay to say, I want $1,200 orders, but you better realize that in order to have $1,200 orders, you need many customers to make that happen. Every single campaign. Now, you could top that out. You could do that like every third or fourth campaign. And then maybe you're going to do $400 or $500 orders from there. But you must consistently be out there sharing those brochures, turning people on to your e-store. You want to hit bronze leader. You're not there yet. You want to hit gold leader. Well, you know what? It's going to take more than talking to 2 people a week. And by the way, quit nagging the same 10 people. Dadgummit, people. Knock it off. I mean, come on. Okay, let's get real. This is fact or fiction here. Old Avon. Let's be clear. Not new Avon, old Avon. Let's go out in the parking lots. Let's stalk everybody. Let's get them as they're going to their car. Hey, do you want to sell Avon? I would love to. Wouldn't you like to do this? Come on, don't you want to do this? And you're hoping that you don't get tased or something in the process. Or how about you camouflaging yourself as something else in the store, and you jump out of the bug rack or something, and you're like, you don't want the off, you want the skin so soft. God, what was that? I mean, I just want to know. What kind of representing your company do you think that is? Let me tell you the face of my business right now. Because I'm going to tell you what I want. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and what I'm changing. Because old Avon said, just go out there and find them. Hi, Earl. Earl's on. My son is in Florida for the very first time. Okay, everybody say hi to my son, Earl. He is down there with his woman, Jessica, and he is in Panama City, I believe, and he is having a blast. I saw pictures today that they posted. I am so excited of you, but you quit rubbing it in because it is not 70 degrees here, Earl, so don't even be texting me like that no more and telling me how nice it is there, okay? All right, so just stop it, but have a good time because I'm really, really happy you're there. That's awesome. Enjoy yourself. Okay. This is really hard because can I tell you that years ago I was preaching this to you guys? Just luckily social media was not so prevalent then, so not too many of you were watching me. Thank you very much. There was a time in this business with old Avon that the scoop was, bring everybody in. We don't care who they are. Bring your dog in, bring your cat in, bring your Aunt Judy in. Yeah, I know she can't get up out of bed, and I know she ain't going to see anybody. Just bring her in. Just sign them up. We need sign-ups. Sign. Sign people up. Doesn't matter if they don't ask them about their goals. Don't ask them about anything. Just, you know what? We want them to sign up. It's only $10. Sign up. Come on. You want to do this? I know you want to do this. Don't you want to help me get an incentive? Sign up. You really need to sign up. And if you don't want to do that, how about buying $50 worth of Avon for me? Matter of fact, I'll just pick it out of the book for you right now. You got your checkbook out? Can I do this right now? Come on, I know you really want to. We were the most annoying freaks out there, okay? Can I be honest? Annoying. If you had a button on that said Avon, ain't nobody wanted nothing to do with you, okay? Nothing. This is what I've decided. I don't want people I have to run after on my team. I want people who are running towards me because they know that I have something to offer them that can help them reach the goals they have in their life and for their family and for where they want to go and the vacations they want to take. I am not going to call somebody 105 times until they decide they're going to call me back, and all they want to do is answer the phone and say, "Get out of my face." I don't want people like that on my team. I want people who know that they want something more than what they have right now. And the people that are on my team who don't want any more than what they have right now, I want you to know I'm completely cool with that. I'm completely cool with you not wanting anything more than what you have right now. But what I'm not going to do is dedicate 80% of my time to you because you're okay with where you're at. I want to work with people who want more than they have now. If you're on welfare, I want you to want to get off welfare. If you don't have, if you're living with mom and dad, you don't want to be with mom and dad, I want to help you make enough money. I want to show you how you can do it so you can get the heck out of the basement and move on with your life. If somebody has made you believe for years that you could not possibly do anything on your own, that you could not possibly build a business, that you could not be a better person, that you will never survive, that you will quit everything that you ever start because that's who you are, but you want to change that thought pattern, I want to be your person to help you change that. That's what I want on my team. That's who I want in my life. That is who I want to help be more. Now, if you're where you want to be, it's okay. I'm not talking to you. But I will not be the person who hunts down every Tom and Harry. I will be there sharing every day of the week what I do. I am going to share what puts a smile on my face about this company every single day I can, in person, social media, everywhere in between, events, church, somebody. I am there to tell anybody what I do. There are signs on my call. I call it booyah bold or incognito. Incognito is when everybody knows just from following you what you do. I always have an Avon brochure and samples and a recruiting flyer with me at all times in my purse. I always have signs on my car at all times wherever I go. I am always wearing the Avon jewelry or the fashions or the makeup or something where somebody might say, what's that eyeliner you're wearing? That lipstick. I love the color. What is it? Yes, I am incognito on that, but once they ask me, I am booyah bold. Let me tell you about my company. My poor Lee sat in the car today, and this young lady who was sitting with Miss Nina, and I said, we have a team of almost 800 representatives all over the country. And she said, what? I said, our team does almost $2 million a year. This company called New Avon, which, by the way, is not the Avon that you knew 25 years ago. We share what we do. We share the products we believe in. And I got to tell you something. People are flocking to us, one person at a time. She wanted to hear more. What do you mean? How do you get people to do this? And I said, I just find people who have a need. I find people who want more than what they have right now. I find people who are tired of being knocked down by everybody in their life. But what they do know is they have the want to be more. If somebody will just take the time to show them how they can be more, that they can do more, that they can earn more, that it is a work in progress. It is not going to happen overnight. It is not going to happen in a year. It may not happen in 5 years, but this I promise you, you are going to be closer to who you want to be and what you want to do and who you want to do it with. You're going to be closer in 5 years than you ever were when you were doing nothing. That's who I want on my team. That's who I want to work with. I want customers who get so excited about what I share that they want to try it just because I'm so freaking excited about it. That they want to share it because I don't know why she keep talking about this eye lift, but all I know is I think it's lifting her spirits too and going to her brain, so maybe I need to get some. And it's on sale, she said. Yeah, it's all right. If that's what you think, it's cool. I want people who want to follow where I'm going in my life. I love to cook food. You know, I love to spend time with my husband. I love to laugh about life. I love to go for walks outside. I love to cut up with my friends. I love my granddaughter. I love my family. Some of my family weird, okay? I can't be with my family all the time. You know, we all got them people, okay? I'm not telling you to be with the ones you don't like. It's not what I'm saying. We got to, but you know, we love them. You know, we love them all. And by the way, I'm just as weird as they are. They love me too, so it's okay. It's like equal. But you get what I'm saying? I'm happy because I'm trying to put me together. I am was tired of my crap being all over the place and not being happy about where I was. And I said, no more. I have done very well in this business, but you know what? What am I doing? I'm not done. I'm not where I want to end up. I have not reached all my goals yet. Why am I stopping in mid-water and just being okay with where I'm at? Yeah, that's right, I said it. I'm happy. I'm happy I've made the strides I've made. I have thrown away the crutches and I have used these crutches as stepping stones to take a step forward. I'm not done. You all have heard about my relationship with my father, or lack thereof, for most of my adult life. My father passed away last year, and it took me a while. I didn't think it was going to take me any time. I thought, well, you know what? If I'm not reminded by it, I won't have to think about it. And in truth, I thought, you know what? I'm very sad about what we didn't have. But I will say to this day now, hey, Dad, I don't think you meant to be that way. But hey, Dad, thank you for being part of my journey, for proving to me that I could be stronger than I ever thought I could be, losing Mom at 16 and barely having a father there to support me at all. Somewhere along the line, I got stronger. Because as I failed in things because of not having him around, I got back up and I kept trying. And then I decided I was going to be a better person. And when I gave up that marriage that was not good for me the first time around, I could have just said, screw this. This isn't good. I'll just stay here. This is all I'm worthy of. This is all I deserve. No. I wanted more. I deserved more. But you know what? I knew it was going to be a rough journey until I got my feet underneath me. But you know what was great about that? I would have never thought about starting an Avon business in 2004 had I not made that journey. And I would not be here talking to you right now, telling you about that journey and about the failures and about the things that have gone wrong in my life. But here I am, still saying, I got somewhere else to go. And you know what? I'm looking for people who want to go and do it with me. I'm not just talking about on my team. Why do you think I opened Onward no matter what for all reps globally? Because I needed some more people who wanted to have more, do more, be more than what they are right now, and give up the excuses for why they were not going to be that, why they were not going to be the person they wanted to be, why they were going to let people hold them down, why they could not be successful in this business, why they were not going to walk away, that this time they were going to get it right. This time they're not going to quit. Get your eyes off the people who are doing what you want to do and pay attention to what you are doing and do more of it. If you keep watching other people who are like over here and you're like, oh my God, I just, I don't understand. I would just like to. Why don't they? Who cares why they don't? If you got something in your life you feel like you need to fix, you better get to fixing, because ain't nobody gonna fix it but you. And until you fix it, your business is not going to go any further than it is. Oh, you'll make a few little strides here, but you got to find a place where you're going to be okay with you. Be okay with you. Guess what? There's always going to be somebody prettier than you. There's always going to be somebody with a better figure than you. There's always going to be someone with a bigger mouth than you. Have you heard me? Just saying. I mean, come on now. There's always going to be someone who's making more money than you. There's always going to be somebody who has a more supportive husband or spouse or partner. There is always going to be somebody who has troubles, who has health issues, who has this, who has that. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't have consistency in their life. There's always going to be somebody who, I just can't invest that kind of money. There is always going to be those issues out there, but are you going to keep at it until you can? Because without failure, you're not pushing hard enough, baby. Did you hear, Darren? Without failure, it ain't happening. Didn't really know it was going to go here, but I guess it is. See, I can't ever tell you about this stuff without sharing what brought me here. And that's what happens. You know, I have to look at myself. I'll start feeling discontent about something and I'll go, oh my Lord, here we go. Another freaking learning experience. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. And now I'm just kind of open to it, a little scared. Lee and I have made some huge goals. They're personal goals. I'm not going to bore you with them. But this is what I'll tell you. For the first time in a long time, what Lee and I both want for ourselves is going to take a lot of self-sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice from Lee because it's going to take me away from Lee a little bit, because that means I've got longer hours. With me and Lee, we you know, we're in tune. We know what we want, and you know what? Even if I wasn't doing this with him, when you pinpoint it to the dime, to the penny, to the dollar, you know, to the place that you want to be, maybe the place you want to move, to the fact of what you know that you want to be, to the title. You know, look, titles are all great, and money is all great. But if you're still the most unhappy soul out there and you are so discontent about who you are and who you want to pay attention to you, and why don't they, and I don't understand, why aren't I as important? How come nobody sees me doing this? If that's the only reason you're doing it, you're going to be disappointed a whole lot in your lifetime. You know what? Do what you need to do until they can't help but recognize you. Do what you need to do until your family has got to say, wow, look at her go. Look at him go. We never thought in a million years that, you know, she would do that. Yeah. Believe me, I know that feeling. Remember this little lipstick thingy? Yeah. A little bit more than a little lipstick thingy now. You want to live to watch people eat some crow? You don't got to concentrate on that. Just keep working it. Working on you. Find a reason to be happy even when you're not feeling happy. Because I got to tell you something, guys. We're still breathing. God's got a purpose for each and every one of us who are on here, whether you're watching the replay or you're watching me live. God has a purpose for you. He's got somebody's life that he wants you to touch. He's got some place he wants you to go. And how dare you rob yourself of the journey of getting there, knowing that there is something out there that you could do to make a difference in somebody's life. Because I don't see how you can be in this company that I'm involved with and not expect to change someone's life, not expect to make someone smile, not expect to make somebody go, oh my gosh, my Avon person's here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Or the representative that you call and they go, oh my gosh, you told me to do that and I didn't. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would do if I had not listened to that. Well, you would have figured it out, I'm sure. But we are in the business here of changing lives, of changing directions of lives, of changing attitudes, of changing the sense of entitlement that so many have today, and to give somebody a hand up in life, and to let somebody know that, you know what, you don't got to be trying to keep up with the Joneses. I got some great stuff for you here, and I want to share it with you. That is what you need. But I can't make this happen for you. Let me go back for just a minute. Here we go. If you're going to get better, you have to push yourself. If you push yourself, you're going to fail. If you're not failing, you're not pushing. Failing is part of getting up. Falling is part of getting up. Just fall forward when you fall. I've written this down, and I have a bookmark that I just keep here because I have read this every single day since I shared it with my team. Quit thinking that you have to be the best of the best in all of this. And take the journey one day at a time to be your best, both personally and business-wise, professionally. Be better emotionally, be better spiritually, be better to other people. When somebody wants to jack off at you and wants you to have a bad day, turn around and, man, just give them a smile and just throw them back like, you know what? Jesus loves you. Even if you can't say that you love him. We are so lucky that Jesus loves you, okay? You know, you could pick anything. Just because somebody is crappy to you, for the moment, that might make you feel better being that way back to them. But I got to tell you something. All that shows is you're just in the same spot they are. Don't be that person. You're never going to grow. Don't be that snippy, catty, Avon woman, man, whatever it may be. Don't be that person. By the way, our company does not want people like that in our company. We are not old Avon. It's not just about having the most people. It's about having the right people who do the most. Oh, that's epic. It's about having the right people doing the most. Seriously, think about it. So I have 800 on my team right now. Maybe 200 of them probably ain't doing nothing very much, okay? Well, I'd rather have 600 who are killing it and know what they want. And I'd rather say, that's right. I got a 600-person team that's doing $2 million a year rather than say I got an 800-person team who's doing $2 million a year, but 200 of them ain't doing nothing. It's not about that kind of number for me. Because, see, when people are doing what they want to do and they're wanting to grow and they're wanting to be the best that they want to be and they start producing, oh, baby, let me tell you, your numbers are going to come. Your leaders are going to come. You're not going to have to drag them to the next title. You're not going to have to sign up your dog. You aren't going to have to do those things because it's going to come because when you find the right people because of what you're throwing off, because you want to help them, not because you want to drag them, not because you need them for your title, not because you need them for the next incentive, but because you're looking for people who want more than what they have right now. Believe me, they're out there. We're just so used to looking for everybody, and we have no standards. Raise your standards a little bit. Raise your standards. Because if you're finding people who have no want to help themselves and they want you to do all the work, you might as well just plan on being really, really tired because that's about as good as it's going to get. Okay, because I don't want to do all the work. It's just that I don't. I want to teach other people how to do this and let them make their dreams come true. I don't want to make their dreams come true. I want them to feel what they've done to make their dreams come true. There is no greater feeling to have somebody tell you, because of you, I didn't quit. Because of you, I kept going. Because I just kept listening to you and following your story, and you didn't quit, and you tried hard to have a good attitude all the time. And because of you, my family is living a better life. I got a new car. I don't have to worry about my kid going to college. I was able to give up that job I hate. Oh, that is what this is about. But always remember, it begins with you. Okay? So, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, okay, one or the other, don't forget, I got some great gifts here. Share it. Say that you share it. Say it right underneath the feed here. Even if you're watching it, this will go up probably first of the week. I will do the YouTube, but you got to share it underneath this. You got to share it underneath the live stream, okay? Not on YouTube. I don't keep up with that too, okay, people? Go forth. Have a great, great weekend. Do that, okay? Because I said so. Have a great weekend. And share. Don't sell. Share. Okay? And we have got, what'd you say, Lee? Yes, we do have an awesome ending song. So you really need to like boop, 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 boop. You need to jump on the call right now. 641-715-3660. And your code is 897-345-pound. So you got to listen to this. Love this song. It is absolutely amazing. It is my song. How's that? It's my new song for the month. Okay. So you need to do that. So I will catch up with you guys later on and onward. Have a great weekend. And on the Friday night call, I will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to mute the line. Give me a minute.